Hello, sports fans. Because I'm not a great editor of videos, and when I do make videos and edit them, it does take time. I thought the best way was to not film a short that only gives me a little bit of time, but to film a live video that hopefully you could. Sorry, got a message on my phone. Could review and maybe give me some feedback. If you'll notice, I've decided to go all natural. So for years, I've dyed my beard because when it's darker, it stands out. I like the way it looks, makes me look 10 years younger. But right now, I'm going for old man gray. So I think part of that is probably because of what I'll lead into with being in the apartment that I'm in. So, as many of you know, or may not know, my RV that I was living in full time was hit while parked in a Pilot Travel Center parking lot back in the end of November, I think the 28th. The RV has been in the shop being repaired, waiting for parts to come in for months. By the end of December, having insurance only reimbursed me. Luckily, I had two different plans for insurance. One's kind of the extended warranty, and one was the regular insurance. Between the two, they covered 2 weeks of living in a hotel at about $100 a night, which in the area of the Phoenix area I'm in really doesn't cover a decent hotel because they're more like 110, 120 a night. And yeah, I could go to the ghetto for $70 a night, but bad enough. I had my mini bike and mountain bike stolen out of a decent hotel parking lot in January, I think it was, from the back of my car. So I decided that with an unknown repair date in front of me, that there was no way I could continue to live in front of a hotel or in a hotel. I'm sorry. Uh, and I decided to move into, thankfully, a wonderful place where I'm at. It's fully furnished, so there's headset on the bed and the mirror behind me and the chair over here in the picture, and everything down to forks and knives were already included in this apartment, and it was great. It's really it's a condo, um, very tiny, but it's really all I need. And Ninja, my martial arts cat, and I have been content. It's been very, very nice. I'm very lucky to have it. I'm very fortunate that it was fully furnished because it, I'm sure, as you're aware, when you live in an RV, your couch, dining room table, your chairs, your fixtures are all in the RV, mounted at the RV. So I sold everything off to move in the RV full time. I decided to move into this condo and start renting it. And now that the RV has been repaired, I think a week or so ago, I posted a short of that it's now repaired. Looks brand new, fantastic. And my initial thought was, well, I'm going to start taking everything out, bring what I can here, bring some to a little 5x5 storage shed that I pay $70 a month for, that I was already paying to keep for keepsakes for my daughter that she would eventually want. Uh, and do my work at home job, which requires me to be 40 hours a week on the internet, talking to different customers. Uh, and I won't go into more detail on that, but I was set up in the RV for that, for the data plan and everything, and already tested that out. So I know I can do it from the RV. Well, now I find myself in a quandary. And please, I welcome your responses and your replies, because where I'm at is I can not sell the RV, or let me rephrase that. It will be very difficult to sell the RV for the dollar amount I owe on it. Because when you buy from a dealership used, you're paying tax and license and sales tax and blah, 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 blah. So I might in a week, in a day, a week, a month, or 6 months, be able to sell it for about what I owe on it. Okay, that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is I file bankruptcy. Yay, that limits all the credit card debts that I have and any outstanding collections and medical bills and other things. And I hand back the RV and the RV loan disappears. Then I'm in this apartment condo and I'm working from home and I'm a little bit better off financially because without credit cards, even though I'm paying a pretty penny for this place, which don't get me wrong, it's going rate in the Phoenix area for something not only halfway decent, but this place is very, very, very nice. But even a halfway decent place would cost about this amount. So I found a place that not only was excellent accommodations, but priced as an average one bedroom, one bath apartment. But this is fully furnished. Again, everything down to towels, silverware, washer, dryer, everything I need. Filing bankruptcy then would say goodbye credit cards, goodbye RV loan, goodbye RV. And now I'd be maybe able to save a little bit every paycheck, having no credit card debt for the next 10 years until I look to possibly retire. Or I decide to say, no, I'm not going to stay in the apartment. I'm going to go live in the RV. That's $700 less per month than the apartment. And that's considering RV loan and insurance versus what I'm paying for the condo here. Yes, I'd still have my credit cards, but that's okay. I like to pay my obligations that I would owe. So I could be in the RV. And yet, in the RV, I'd be able to continue to work my 40 hours remotely from the RV. I've already tested that out. It worked. I'd be much happier on the road. Ninja and I can't speak for her, but I can tell she wants to go out. She's at the windows with the screens, looking at the birds, not being able to go chase them. Not that she'd ever catch them in the forest, but she's staring out. And I think that she'd be happier being on the road and being able to be let out in parks and different places like the 2 months, couple of months I did while I was full-time RVing. She really enjoyed it. She kept close to the RV. She listened to me really well. She really enjoyed checking out plants and rocks and chasing birds and bugs. And with me, I felt so much happier. I was out in nature. I was making campfires, looking at the stars. I was loving life. And even though having to work from the RV, I can look at the RV and see that I'm in a forest or a beautiful sunset in the desert. So where do I want to be? I want to be in the RV. That would cause me breaking my lease with this great couple that has leased the condo to me for 1 year, which I would hate. But what I would do is not only have to put down a deposit, but I would give them a month's rent and say, hey, even though this is for the month of April, I'm moving out tomorrow. So they have April's rent paid up plus my deposit. And even though I don't like doing that, it would put Ninja and I into the RV life again, RVing with luck, which is what I really, really want. But the stable side of me says, or the logical side, and some of my friends say, 1 month into it, you get hit again. Your RV now takes another 3 months to get repaired, and now you're in a hotel. What are you going to do? But on the other hand, I look at, well, I was struck by lightning once and it was terrible. but should it mean that I never go out in the rain again because I'm afraid of being struck by lightning again? So there's a lot more into this, uh, but I feel filing bankruptcy would really renege on a dozen credit cards, my RV loan, and yeah, those are big corporations. So they can eat that cost. Versus, I tell the couple that I'm renting the condo from, sorry, here's the next month's lease. I'm moving out tomorrow. Keep the deposit. That is a family, a couple that it impacts a lot more than a company. But I think at least giving them that 30 days, I'm out. Here's a full month's rent, plus keep the deposit, um, is less negatively impacting my overall responsibilities for paying back what I owe, which that's my goal is I want to pay back what I owe. But I think once I'm out there in the art here in the condo life, my goal was to bring you out different camping situations, post different political, theatrical reviews and things like that. But in the RV life, oh my gosh, I just felt so invigorated. Um, I was 11 pounds less than I am now. I cared about my grooming and wanted to have that dark beard to look younger. And now here I'm just kind of like, oh, go to work tomorrow, do this, feed the cat. Here we go. Um, so I really know where my heart wants me to be, but I'm also trying to think from a financial standpoint. And I know being in the RV would be better financially. I'd have much less expenses per month by $600, $700, $800 per month. And in the event something happens, I've now set myself up where I've got that in savings. I mean, I'm happy to live in the RV versus the condo on a couple of major topics. Number one are, oh my gosh, well, in an RV, you have to watch your water consumption. I'm okay with that. Number two, in an RV, you might not be able to shower every day. I'm okay with a baby wipe cleaning from time to time or every couple of days if the water is short and I can't do a full shower. I'm okay with that. Plus, I've got other hospital cleansing materials to disinfect and everything that are made for people that are staying in hospitals that I've ordered based on my medical experience in that field. The other thing is, I think Ninja and I would enjoy the RV life so much better and be able to explore the country, meet new people, see new places. To me, that's extraordinary. I really don't think I have another 15 years left in my life. I mean, that's just stating the facts. The average lifespan is what, 72 or so. If I start getting back in shape and drop that 10 pounds again and start exercising, get in shape like I had when I first moved in the RV, yeah, I might go to 80. But right now, I might have 10 years in me. I might have a week left in me. Who knows? So why not live to the fullest? And I think I'll be able to bring you folks much more content that is excitable to you, entertaining to you, I should say, and bring more aboard as part of the luck extravaganza. But a lot of different things going through my head. I just wanted to post this. I know it's live. Nobody's watching live, but it was my easiest way without having to edit to let you know where I'm at, let you know what I'm thinking. And I'll touch base with you before any major decisions. God bless you. God bless America. Be happy, be positive, and spread love.